Good morning, students of class 9th. In the previous video we have discussed about the Indian Constitution and we have discussed about its background, right? But in a single video it is very difficult to summarize those facts which are stated in your books, right? So we are going to discuss about the background today also, and if we will get the time we will move further, right, with more details. So let us start with the background of the, let us continue with the background of the Indian Constitution. Okay, so the topic for the day is same as yesterday's, the Indian Constitution background. Okay, so let us study, let us discuss that and let us complete the topic today. Okay, see, the Indian struggle for independence was different from that of South Africa. Here the independence movement also involved thinkers who had started to work on the future of the independent nation long before the day of independence, right? As we have discussed in the yesterday's video, that our freedom struggle, our movement for independence was very much different from that of South Africa, because in South Africa the constitution makers had started thinking about the constitution, about the framework of the constitution only about some of the previous years, when the constitution was the rights were being given to them, and for that they had to even frame an interim constitution, right? But the scenario in India was a different story, because in India the constitution makers, the thinkers of the Indian Constitution had a vision about a free India long before the India had even claimed its independence, or even the Britishers had an idea of leaving the India or making it independent. Okay, so in 1928, Motilal Nehru and some of his colleagues had formulated a constitution. In 1928 only, in the year 1928 only, it was Mr. Motilal Nehru, who was the father of our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, who had framed a constitution with his colleagues, right? The matter was also discussed in the Karachi session of the Congress in 1931. In 1928, this system was started they started to frame a constitution that if India will become an independent nation, then what will be the rights, what will be the constitution like of the independent India, right? And in 1931, in the Karachi session, of the Congress, they even declared, right, even during the time of the clause of universal adult franchise and protection of minorities was deliberated upon. Even at that time, in the 1931 of the Karachi session of the Congress, there was a discussion held on the universal adult franchise, right? So let us discuss what is universal adult franchise. It is basically means that everyone who is above the age of 18 years of age will get a voting right. That is the universal adult franchise. And in 1931, which was long before independent India was declared, because independent India was declared in 1947, right? It was almost more than a decade. It was in 1931 and it was in 1947. It was declared in 1947. So it was more than a decade, and before that the constitution makers or the visionaries of India were even discussing about that how the constitution of India will be like. The British had instituted some institutions of provincial legislature, but the voting rights to these were given to a few of the richer people of the province, right? So the British had even started some of the provincial rights, like there was voting in the British regime also in India, but there was only limited number of votes, right? Limited number of places where the voting used to held, and there were even a limited number of people who used to cast their votes. Okay. These institutions had helped Indian leaders to understand the basic design of the political institutes. Now these institutions, like whether they were the provincial elections of different provinces in India at the time of the Britishers, the Indian visionary leaders were able to drive out that how the election will be held in an independent India from those models only. Okay. Yet they were giving experience to Indian leaders in managing such institutes. The French Revolution, the paramilitary democracy of United Kingdom, and the Bill of Rights of United States of America were inspirational for the Indian leaders, right? During that time only there were different scenarios about which we have studied in history, also one of them, and that was the French Revolution. French Revolution. From the French Revolution, from the Bill of Rights in USA, United States of America, or there was paramilitary organizations, or they were paramilitary democracy in the United Kingdom, right? Or it was paramilitary democracy in UK, United Kingdoms, right? So whether it was any of the three things, the Indian people or the Indian constitution makers got an idea from here also, right? They understood that how the constitutions are made, how the institutions are made, and how they should survive. Okay. Yet they were giving experience to Indian, it is done. Even the happening and development in Russia and growing socialism was being considered as part of deliberation. Even the events that were taking place in Russia were also taken as an inspiration, and the lessons were also learned from them. By 1945, it was nearly certain that India was on the path of independence. We got our independence in 1947, but by 1945, it was very much sure, but very much clear that now the India will become an independent nation. In early 1946, provincial assembly election had been conducted, but the actual formal planning came into being with the arrival of the cabinet mission from Britain in 1946, right? So, but the final verdict was received from Britain in the year 1946. The commission led by Lord Pethick Lawrence, the Secretary of State for India, Sir Stafford Cripps, President of the Board of Trade, and A.V. Alexander, the First Lord of the Admiralty. After negotiations with Indian leaders, the Constituent Assembly was set up. Right? Then the Constituent Assembly was set up in 1945. We got our independence in 1947, but the Constituent Assembly was set up in 1945. What happened? That the Constituent Assembly was set up. Constituent Assembly was set up in the year 1945. Okay. And after negotiation with Indian leaders, the Constituent Assembly was set up. That is an assembly of the people to formulate the constitution, right? It was the assembly that was formulated so that the constitution should be made, or the constitution can be drafted. At the stage, there was no mention of a separate nation state of Pakistan, but at that time there was no arguments or no discussions regarding the separate state that was to be formed by the name of Pakistan. At that time there was no such discussions. The discussions were held later on, but this was the background, and here we have completed our background. Okay. We will meet in the next video where we will discuss about the situation faced by the Constituent Assembly, that how they formed the constitution. But students, I hope till now you must have understood all the topics, that what was the background. I will recap it in a short and we will then meet in the next video. See, before India claimed its independence in 1947, long before that our visionary leaders were having a vision that how the constitution of the independent India should be or how it ought to be, right? So in 1928 only, Mr. Motilal Nehru, who was the father of our first Prime Minister, Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, they started, and with his colleagues they started framing the background of the constitution, that how the constitution should be, and even in that they talked about the universal adult franchise, they talk about the rights to the people, whether it was right to equality, fraternity or liberty, whatever it is. But it was started in 1928 only, and in the 1931 session of the Congress in Karachi, the demand was established in a more concrete manner, right? Later what happened, that the Indian visionary leaders also got their motivation, or you can say influence, from the French Revolution that was being held at that time only, because in French Revolution only the words like the right to liberty, right to fraternity and right to freedom were expressed for the first time. So Bill of Rights was also introduced in USA, they got the inspiration from there also, and the parliamentary democracy in UK also motivated them, that how a democracy should be or what a democracy is, right? Then in 1945 the Constituent Assembly of India was set up, and you should remember that the president of the Constituent Assembly or the head of the Constituent Assembly was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. He was Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and you might be getting it confused with Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, but Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee, not the Constituent Assembly. If it is asked of the Constituent Assembly, the answer for the head or the chairman is Dr. Rajendra Prasad. The head of the drafting committee was Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Okay, on that note, we will meet in the next video. Till then, stay at your homes and stay safe. Thank you.